What's up? What's up? What's up? How you doing today? Hey, so we're here doing Limitless Hoops, like we do every single day. And I started thinking about the everyday stuff. I've been doing this for a while now, since the beginning of the pandemic, and I realized that I don't know, every day to me is a normal thing, and it reminded me of the people that I grew up with, and not so much in high school, but after high school, like in college. All right, basically everyone was really, really tall. All right. There were basketball players on my team that were 7 feet tall, 6'8", 6'10", and for the most part, I was the short guy. All right. So I'm 6'7", but I was the short guy. Like literally, when we would go to parties, I would sit in the back seat in the middle. All right, because they were all huge, right? So when I got into the real world after college, I quickly realized that I was a freak. I mean, I knew I was tall, but I didn't know that I didn't know that a person who was 6'1" was considered really tall. To me, that was like the shortest dude that I could imagine. And while I saw shorter guys, I wasn't around them all the time. So I just got used to being around tall people. And when I would walk around, people would say, "You're really, really tall," and I would say, "Oh crap, you're a midget." All right. But with that said, the same thing was with our work ethic. I was surrounded by guys who had an everyday mentality. I was surrounded by guys who they might have taken like Sunday off, but beyond that, they went every single day to get their shots in, every single day to get their workout in. And the guys that didn't were quickly pushed to the team. So the guys that wound up surviving were just like extremely hard workers. And I assume that was every person because everyone has to study for tests. And when I would see the other people, I would see the other people during those times. I mean, I would see them at parties, of course, but I would also see them in the library and other places. And I assumed that they were all like hard workers like myself. And maybe they were. But when they graduated, everything changed. And now in my life, I'm surrounded by a lot of people who aren't like that. And I was like this in high school. All my teammates were like this in high school, which is why they made it to such a high level. I'm pretty sure my other teammates in high school weren't like this. All right, now that I quite think about it, and now that I have the honor of coaching you guys, all right, and I see you guys on a daily basis, um, it's hard for you guys to be everyday people. All right, and I think I am. I don't quite understand, but I'm starting to understand a little bit more. Um, I want to say it the right way. No, I'll say it the wrong way. I'm understanding more and more how amazing people like me are. How different high level athletes are. All right? It's just a different human being. They're different sorts of people, and for people to want to be like them, it's hard. And I mean, and look at the most athletes, especially the high level ones. They can probably only do this in one realm of their life. All right. Usually they're very bad students, right? So usually the people that are really good students are very bad athletes. I happen to be good at both, but I'm also very bad at like friendships, right? So everyone has their focuses, and you can't focus on all of them. You have to choose one. So for me, I lifted academics and I lifted basketball up as high as I possibly could. So I kind of ignored the whole friendships. I didn't go to that many parties in high school, especially. I went to two. Never drank, never hung out with my friends. Really, I didn't have that many friends. So I made a choice. All right, and my family, luckily, my mom was really into basketball, and my stepdad owned a basketball league, so he was really into it. Or if they didn't, I probably wouldn't have hung out with them as much either. Right, so I made my choice, and other people choose other things in their life, and usually they choose their family and friends, which is very important. They choose academics if they're forced to. Then they choose some random thing. That random thing is like skateboarding. The random thing is like sitting in the park with their friends or going to the mall. That random thing for me was basketball, and I put it above everything else. And that's why I got to where I got. I happen to be 6'7", so that helped me like focus more because I was like, I can really do this, right? Helped me out because it made everything multiplied. Whenever I tried hard, everyone honored me. When other people try hard, maybe they still lose. But when I try hard, I'm dunking. When other people try hard, they're touching the net, right? So I got immediate feedback and it was like praise, so I kept going, right? So it's a lot easier to be taller, but still, I did it. I still, I kept working hard, and now to this day, I'm an everyday person, and that brings me to my story of the day. All right, it's whenever things get too hard, don't forget that your response is indicative of how you respond during future difficult times. Don't ever think it's just this one time I'll give up. Everything we do creates habits that eventually become unbreakable. So what that means is if you are going through something hard today and you give up today, you will probably give up in the future. All right, because life does not get easier. You think it'll get easier. Life only gets harder. And your habits only become more and more hard to break. So when you're a little kid, you can change. From day to day, you can become a different person. But when you're an older person, it's almost impossible to change. And if you're like a really, really old person, they're just crazy. They won't change no matter what. You try to get them a new phone, they'll say, "Get that away from me. I don't like to change." Right? So while you're young and you're still creating who you are, still trying to fix who you are, make sure that you make yourself into the right person. So if you want to be a person like Steph Curry who can go every single day, you need to start now as a kid. Even if you're only shooting like 10 shots every single day, 100 shots every single day, you can't ever miss if you want to be that person. Because whatever you create today will be the person that you are tomorrow. All right. And if you want to be like saying, "Oh, this is just a sport," what does it matter? Okay, yes, I was scared to the game. So what? It won't affect my life because I'm not going to be a basketball player later. But then you're going to have a job interview, and you're going to be scared to go to that job interview. I double dare you to not be afraid. If you're afraid of the basketball game, the job interview is just going to be harder. You're going to be afraid of that job interview, and then you're going to be afraid to ask out the girl. Then you won't get that wife. You'll be afraid to pursue your dreams when you're older, to go after that business that you wanted to do. You will be afraid your entire life of new and more harder things. And then you will keep failing, keep failing. So now that you're young, now that the things are very, very simple, like go outside and shoot a couple of shots, all right, do those things. It won't get easier. And if you can't do them now, you're going to fail your whole life. So understand that those things are directly involved. All right, let's start. And we're starting with the elementary school drills. Not outside because I'm not going to show off that many things today, but I'm here in my car again. I'm the car guru. We should make up like a name like that, like the basketball car guy or something cool like that. I don't know. I can't think of anything cool right now. But all right, elementary school, you have partner passing. Partner passing with two balls, two different people, bounce, bounce, pass to each other, and then you go bounce, bounce, cross, and you get fancier and fancier. Again, if you want to look up the drills, they are on limitlesshoops.com. Click on drills, I believe, yes, and then you get to type in the drill name, and you get to see the videos of each drill. You can also click on challenges for different challenges throughout the entire year. If you have the book, it'll give you a challenge every single day. All right. Then also gives you homework. All right. The homework for this month is the Nash Drill. So we run the Nash Drill every single day, Monday through Friday, with everyone that comes to the workouts. It's only 12 kids, but we'll run it anyways. When you're at home, you can still run it. You don't need two lines that are 45 feet apart or 90 feet apart if you go full court. You don't need two lines. All you need is enough room to run and turn around and run back, and a timer. Time it for 3 minutes. If you don't have a watch, ask your parents to borrow their phone. Time it for 3 minutes. If they don't have a phone, microwave something. That will take 3 minutes to microwave. What takes 3 minutes to microwave? 2 hot pockets. Not 1 hot pocket, you will burn it. 2 hot pockets, 3 minutes. It's actually 3 minutes, 33 seconds. But let's just say it's 3 minutes, hot pocket, and then you owe 30 more seconds. Don't eat that thing cold. They're so nasty cold. So put 3 minutes on the clock, sprint for 3 minutes, and become a better runner. All right? That is the homework all this month. See if you can run it every single day. Again, I'm talking about every single day for you guys. Next one is football catch. This is the one where you do need some room, but you want to practice your throw and your catch. And when we have our own workouts, we will start from the opposite free throw line, and we'll have the other person take off running. And one kid has to throw the ball to the other kid, full court, high arcing, catch it perfectly, 2 steps and score without any dribbles. If they throw it inaccurately, let the ball bounce and then pick it up and score. You want to try to do it without one dribble at all. And then we practice it with bad passes, where the coach will throw a pass behind you, so you have to spin and catch it. All right. So you can catch basketballs wherever they are, and you can throw them. We have to throw right and left-handed for these passes. All right, to try to work on our ambidexterity, on our dexterity. There you go. To work on our dexterity, so we can shoot with our left hand, right hand, throw the ball left hand, throw the ball with right hand as well. Next one is silent and inbound seal. This is when you're one-on-one with someone, you have no screen. You can step over their foot, put your hand over their hand very, very quickly, and then seal them with your butt, and then put your arm out and ask for the basketball to be bounced past low and away from you so you can jump out and go get it. It's a very simple thing, but it's a concept that not many kids understand, so they'll just run around and not get open all day. There's a way to get open without a screen, and this is it. I was getting a phone call. Can't answer the call now, guys. If you're trying to call me, stop trying to call me. I'm on my live stream. Anyways, next is taking a charge. We actually work on taking charges by sliding our feet, standing outside the key, and getting hit. But the fall part is the acting part that we have to understand. You're not falling straight back like a tree. Nide? Oh, you spelled it wrong. Okay, got you. Redacted. All right. You're not falling straight down like a tree. All right. One day I'll take a charge. There you go. You're not falling straight down like a tree. You're bending your legs slightly, and then you fall back as you throw yourself back. And then you slide on your butt and you keep your head up. So it's an actual skill that we like to work on. But it has been hard during the pandemic. We can't even practice this one because we're outside. But maybe you can practice it inside your kitchen. I don't know, but don't break anything in your kitchen. All right. Next thing is running hook shots. Now, running hook shots is something I was always good at. It's when you take the ball, dribble down the middle, dribble with your opposite foot hitting them, and then you take 1-2 steps, shoot the ball over both shoulders. I'm good at this because of Magic Johnson, period. All right, Magic Johnson, and it's one play. It was the 1986 NBA Finals. I think, pretty sure. They played against the Boston Celtics. Nope, I take that back. 1985 NBA Finals. And he had the ball, dribbling the ball up and down like a yo-yo. And he had Kevin McHale guarding him. And he drives down the middle. Larry Bird helps. Robert Parrish helps. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar wide open with like 3 seconds left. Magic takes a hook shot of 12. And it's good. And he wins the game. And Kareem's like, I was open. But still, they're all screaming. They won the championship with a freaking hook shot from that far away. I ran through that play so many times when I was in 4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade. I still kind of do it a few times a day. All right. It's a very, very fun shot. Do it right hand, do it left hand. It's a sweeping hook is not done anymore. The only person in the NBA that I know that does a running hook shot is Kyle Kuzma. Last person to do it before that was Kobe Bryant. I can't really think of anyone else that does a running hook shot across the key, but it's a dope shot to learn how to do. Hook series with D. This is where we throw the ball off the backboard, catch the ball, shoot over the defender that is squared up to us. Then the next one is he pushes us out, but we keep our inside foot anchored, and then we push back, and then we shoot on our own time, making sure that we're not shooting while fading away. The third one is he comes around us, and then we rip the ball through and shoot on the opposite side. All right, next one is our quote of the day. Quote of the day is, beginnings are always messy. All right, beginnings are always messy. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, that makes this a Wednesday. All right, beginnings are always messy. When you start out, it's going to be tough. I told you guys that it's a weird thing that you guys can't do every day. Speaking of every day, Finn Kaufman has been posting every single day. So great job to Finn. I've noticed it. Fantastic job. All right. But again, I come from a culture like the Heat culture. I come from a culture where everyone did every day. All right. And it warped my view. It made me weird. I also think that I'm a normal heighted person because of it, because everyone was super tall in college. All right. And the basketball players did stuff every single day. And again, all of these guys, all of them, they worked out basketball every day when they were in high school. And that's why they made it to the high level. So I was around everyday people, and I got used to it. And the fact that I asked you guys to do every day, it doesn't make sense because you guys aren't D1 players. It just isn't true, right? But I'm asking you guys for the opportunity, for the chance that you might one day become that. All right, but I know you guys aren't, and you guys can't be a bunch of Jerrys. All right, a bunch of Jerrys meaning the TV show Rick and Morty. All right, there's a character named Jerry, and he's a loser. It's the dad. He's a loser. Everyone's like, "Oh, you're such a loser." But in this universe, there's actually multiple universes, and there's infinite number of Jerrys out there. And then this Jerry bumps into a whole bunch of other Jerrys. He's like, "Oh, hi guys," like that, and they're all like super nice and like weird. And then he decides he's like, "I'm gonna escape from here." And they're like, "So?" And he goes, "I'm gonna do it." And they're like, "You could always just walk out. There's no escaping." He goes, "Wait, what?" He goes, "You can't. We aren't locked inside." They're like, "No, we're free to go." He goes, "Then why aren't you guys leaving?" He's like, "They're like, because we're all just like you. We're all Jerrys, and Jerrys don't do anything in this world." And he's like, "Well, I'm gonna do something." And he walks out the door, and then 10 minutes later he gets scared and comes back. And they're like, "Hey, were you the guy that left?" He's like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Oh, it's cool out there, huh? We don't need that kind of mess." He goes, "Yeah, you're right. And he kind of just justifies it. Well, know that if you try to change who you are, there will be a mess. There will be a mess. All right, because you aren't supposed to be doing that. It'll feel weird. All right, to work so hard, you're gonna get tired. You're gonna be like sick a lot. All right, life will try to make your life. Fate will try to make your life suck because you're trying to go against fate. Fate says that you're not good. I mean, look in the mirror. Do you look like an player? Look at your parents. Big time athletes? Probably not. All right. So fate is saying that you're not supposed to be good. What you need to do is say, "Fate, screw off." All right. And you need to go through fate, and you need to go to work hard anyways, and understand that the beginning will be messy. Like I just said, beginnings are always messy, but it'll clean itself up as you get used to it. All right. Next thing, middle school. And that was my Rick and Morty reference. I love Rick and Morty. All right, so props to him. Middle school, it's free throws. Work on your free throw game. Talk about that last time. But next one is 10 in a row in under 5 minutes. To make 10 shots in a row in under 5 minutes, it should be possible for all of you guys, even the young kids. If you need to adjust your spot, adjust it. All right, but 10 shots in a row from a decent spot away in less than 5 minutes, it should be a makeable goal. All right, it works on your focus, it works on your clutchness. All right, it'll help you out for the game because you have to go fast. All right, so put a timer on it. Try to beat it. 15-second sprint times 4. That's our timing of our sprints, where you just run for 15 seconds and then you rest for 30 seconds, and then you piece it together by resting less and less time each time that you go through all 4, so that you can run all 1 minute straight eventually without slowing down at all is the goal. Pounds, drives, and layups. I talked about that last week. Pound the ball down, drive, or layup, but you want them to be the same extension with your back down low straight. Box jumps, jumping up on a box, stepping back down. And then split jumps to shots. Doing split jumps, your knee almost touching the ground, and then push out for a jump shot. Do 4 split jumps and then shoot a shot. Again, do these workouts, work through it, get stronger and better. All right, come up with different ways of doing the workout where you can do them by yourself if you guys are in pandemic mode still. All right, and that. Speaking of pandemic mode, we are going to start a very, very fun thing starting December 1st. December 1st to December 18th, I have my gang of kids. I got them in. Cam has not signed up yet, but he says that he will. But I have 4 other guys. I have Zach, Finn, Ren, and Andre. So probably 5 guys total. I think 1 is going to be missing Wednesdays, 1 will be missing Thursdays, 1 will be missing Fridays. But we're going to still have 4 on those days. But 5, and then 4. And they will be doing this show live. It'll be cool. All right. And we'll be filming me teaching them basketball, doing the same exact drills that we're talking about here. All right. And so make sure that you keep us on your calendar for those days. Keep watching the show, and possibly it'll be a little bit more understandable seeing other people go through it. If you want to follow along at home, you can do so as well. All right. And that's about it. So let's finish up with our high school. Our high school drills are fake behind the back. This is what Dylan and I did this morning, just to make it in sync with you get 3 steps, the 0 step with the dribble, and then 2 more steps, 1, 2, to make your layup. But on this one, on your 0 step, you do dribble, but on your 1 step, you fake it behind your back. And then on the 3rd step, you place the ball in 2 hands up top, and then you shoot the ball. But it has to be in sync so that you don't travel and so that you can get the most out of your steps. I noticed that a lot of kids step too quickly because they want to go quick with the ball, so their feet will match their hands. That's not how you want to do it. All right, yeah, your hands will go fast, but you want your feet to go slow, almost like hopping to the basket. So you get to take long steps as if you were jumping over some hurdles when you're going in for a regular layup. All right, so take your time going in, but then you can fake the ball real quick and come back for a shot. So fake behind the back for a shot is just to practice. Yeah, you can practice the move, but it's mainly to practice being in sync with your entire body. 3 decision drill. We did that one with his brother where I denied the wing. They were pretty bad at this one. Stephen and Dylan, they were bad at this one because they couldn't quite figure out how to dribble out and then see if he was open back door or another phone call. Man, I'm blowing up. Sorry. Decline. I'm in a show. All right. So they couldn't quite decide whether to pass the ball to the wing. Sorry. They couldn't quite decide whether to pass the ball to the back door or to dribble out. And their reaction time was very slow on that. And that was because they were taking the wrong kind of step across while they were dribbling. So when you're dribbling the ball with the right hand, step with your body, with your left foot across your body if you're going to dribble toward them. If you're not, you just make the pass. You want to pivot and pass. Anyway, it's kind of complicated, but make sure that you how do we sign up for the show? Oh yeah, for the show, we aren't signing up smaller kids right now. I will save that for January and February. So Leandra, if you want to sign up for the show, you want to be on the show, I will open that up on December 1st. On December 1st, you can sign up for January and February, okay? All right, so you can wait. In December, though, I have these 5 older guys so that they can, like, play together and stuff like that. So sorry to leave you out, Leandra. We know that you're a big-time baller, but we're going with the big kids right now. My apologies. But your time will come in 2021. That rhymed. All right. Anyways, finish up with this stuff is the Reddick Chase drill. Oh, well, I said that they did the last drill badly. Stephen and Dylan did really well on this one. It's where I handed off the ball and the other person sprinted while the third person sprinted after them. They had to catch off my handoff and then shoot the shot. They were so afraid in the beginning of getting their shot blocked. And after a while, they were like, wait a minute. After they played defense, they were like, wait a minute. We can't block their shot without fouling them. And I was like, yeah, I know. That's why you stop straight up and you jump straight up and down. It's a really hard shot to block. So as long as you sprint fast and you jump up right away, they won't be able to block your shot. Now without fouling you. All right. So what you want to do is not slow down too much because then they can block your shot. But you want to go as fast as you can, take a huge first step, turn your shoulders, and then shoot straight up and down. So you want to run straight this way, then run straight up and down, then jump straight up and down. So you're making a big L. You don't want to run this way and then jump sideways like that because that's not a good shot to shoot side to side. And plus, you're not really forcing them to stop. When you shoot straight up and down, now they're forced to stop because they're trying to avoid the foul. Whereas if you keep going and fade away, now they get to jump and lunge for the block. So sprint, stop on a dime, jump straight up and down, just like JJ Reddick. Then we did ankle breaker crossover. I explained that one a few times. Not going to explain it again. Penetrate and fill drill. That's where you drive and then you have no options. So you know that the person behind you is open. Because when you drive and you get by your man, someone has to help. But your man is still with you. So you're basically going to get double teamed. And you see 3 people in front of you. Opposite post, opposite elbow, opposite corner. You see them. And if they're not open, that means 2 people are on you, 3 people are on them. That's 5. Guarding your 4, the 5th guy's open. And where the 5th guy is, if you drive toward from the wing to the block, the 5th guy should be right behind you. He should be sprinting from the top of the key all the way to the wing behind you, so that you can jump stop, pivot, and pass back out with your outside hand. All right, so we worked on that play and also driving to the wing, or driving from the wing to the baseline with the opposite wing going to the corner for that pass. All right, last drill is sprint, dribble, cone, touch. We couldn't do this one because Dylan had to do his planks because he has not been posting his videos. Told you every day, man, every day. All right, but his brother did it, and it's you get three basketballs or three like anything, and you put them on the two blocks and one on the free throw line. You sprint forward with the dribble and then retreat dribble with the same hand, then go cross, cross, then between the legs cross and push out. You would just repeat this little V pattern. You want to stay low, go as fast as you can. And when you get back from the retreat dribble, you want to jump and then twist and then go cross, cross, cross as fast as you can. Three crosses with the third one going in between your legs. So that's the drill. All right. Let me think. That's about it. All right. Let me know if you guys are watching your movies. Again, you have some good ones this month. If you're not watching the movies, seriously, man, what are you doing? You have like your parents want you to get good. You guys pay for this basketball program. They probably want you to watch this movie if they knew that it was a part of the homework, if you were doing the other homework as well. So if you were going outside and you're like, hey, mom, dad, I have to run 3 minutes for homework. Can you please time me? They'll be like, our baby is running outside to stay in shape by himself. Oh my God, I love my baby. Okay, that's how parents talk. All right, and they would love it. And you're like, also, the homework also says to do this challenge. So if I was a third grader, the challenge is the weekly improvement challenge, right? So they'll be like, oh my God, my baby's doing extra challenges. Geez Louise. All right, that's how your parents talk. Sorry. And then if you're like, well, the homework also says to watch this movie sometime this month. Throughout the whole month, I have to watch one movie. And it costs $2 on YouTube. This month, can you give me $2? I think they'll say yes, especially if you're doing the other homework. Okay, they're not going to just let you watch them, just to watch it. But if they know that it's going to coincide with you working really, really hard at something that you have a passion for, then boom, you win. All right. I worked out Ian earlier today, and he's kind of groggy. He gets like that a lot because, and I asked him, he finally admitted it, he hates working out. He likes basketball, which is great. It's fantastic. But he doesn't like the workout part. And I told him he's kind of like me. I love basketball, but I also like working out. I love working out too. I do. But what I don't love is lifting weights. They're all part of the same puzzle. And then there's also running, right? Which no one likes. So that's like, say, 4 parts to the puzzle. So I didn't like running, didn't like lifting weights, but I love working out and I love playing basketball. Ian doesn't like running, doesn't like lifting weights, I don't think. Doesn't like working out, just likes the games. So how good is he going to be? What you want to do is you want to pretend to like all of them. And of course, I liked basketball a lot. Loved it. Of course, I liked to work out a lot. But I had to pretend to like to lift. All right. And the running thing was hard. I could not pretend. All right. But the lifting one, I did pretend well enough. And this is what I used. Don't fault me. I use girls to inspire me. Because when I lifted, I got muscles, baby. I got muscles. I don't have that many anymore, but I had them in college. Trust me. All right. And I got more attention from girls. So I was like, I got to at least get some girls. So I lifted for the girls. Did I get the girls afterwards? Well, no. But still, some girls looked at me a couple of times, and that was good enough. So, all right. So those are the 4 things that you have to be good at. Maybe I can throw in also like watching film as a 5th thing. All right. And I did love watching film. So you have to be good at all those things. And if you don't love all those things, you're not going to be a high level player like Kobe Bryant. But the fewer things that you do love, you're going to be less and less a player. And of course, everyone likes playing basketball. It's the other 4 that makes you amazing. All right. So make sure that you have all 5 if you can. All right. Again, let me know if you watch your movies. You guys can post things about them. Ben Kaufman, I don't know if he's watched Tin Cup yet. Dylan did watch his movie, so that's why he only has 8 minutes of planks every single day. All right. But that's what it is. All right. Anyways, you guys try to become everyday people. You can work harder and harder on it every day. All right, you guys. I'm about to go to Tice Valley to work out some kids again. If you want to follow us, make sure that you log in on 50allstars.com. Click on the 5 p.m. live stream, and then you can follow us for free by the Google Meet. You have to download the app first, the Google Meet app, but you can follow us and then follow along with all the drills. It's just shooting and dribbling drills. So as long as you have a court and a ball, you're all good to go. All right. We'll see you guys later. Peace.